Hello, hello everybody. How are you doing? Give me 1 second here to fix that. There we go. Alrighty, hello. Welcome to Training Tuesday. So while I invite some people here, if you guys are popping on, tell me how your holiday Monday went. What did you guys do? Did you do anything exciting this holiday Monday? Let me know in the comments. I feel like I'm really low today. There we go. That's better. There we go. Okay, so yeah, as we pop on here, just say hello in the comments. Let me know that you're watching. I'll just wait for a couple people. Hey, Jillian. Okay, if you don't mind, Jillian, invite some other people from the team, please, because I can only invite a few as usual. So today we are talking about branding and what does that mean? How do you brand yourself? There's a couple different ways. I mostly focus on clothing and social media, so those are the two that I'll really talk about tonight. But I did find in preparing for this Training Tuesday that if you actually just search branding in Google, a lot will come up. Like how to brand yourself, social media branding, etc. There'll be a lot of things that you can read up on and learn. And a whole part of this business is also just learning for yourself, Googling things for yourself, and just trying to expand your own knowledge. I don't have the final say by any means. And a lot of what I know, I've learned from other leaders or from Googling or, reading news articles, etc. So don't ever be afraid to reach out on your own and try and find some new information. Hey, Jillian. I'm so excited to see you this weekend. The sushi place is calling our names. Okay, let's talk branding. So let's talk clothing. So obviously, Scentsy branded clothing. Anything that says Scentsy that makes people question, what is Scentsy? I always try and have at least one branded item on me at all times, whether it be, and I don't count my keychain because it's really small. And I don't have the metal keychain that you guys have. I have like old school lanyard, but I don't count that because it's really small and no one will really notice it. So I'm talking sweater, shirt, jacket, hat, purse. The Scentsy family store has some cute little purses. Also, your car. I'm trying to add people in at the gym and it's not working. Me too. Oh, Jillian, you're at the gym. Way to go, girl. Jeez. I feel like I should be more active, but I think we talked about this the other day. Hey, Jenna, I see you're watching too. If you have a chance, just invite some people to give a watch, please. So branding within your clothing, so hoodies, that kind of stuff. I always make sure I have one piece of branded item on me, or an accessory like a purse or something along those lines, something that's out and proud. I also have those cute little wallets that stick on the back of your phone, so you can fit a couple cards in there. That's also a good option. Now it's great to be wearing Scentsy branded clothing and that kind of stuff, but you also need to be prepared. So it's always good to, especially if you're wearing Scentsy clothing, have a business card and a wax sample ready to go if somebody asks you, or have, catalogs ready to go if somebody asks you. Just make sure that you always have the paperwork, I guess would be the word, to back up whatever you are doing. So if you're wearing that Scentsy branded t-shirt, make sure that you have a wax sample and a business card that you can hand to somebody, or a catalog with your information on it that you can hand to somebody, because that's super important. It's great that they see your shirt and that they say that you're a Scentsy consultant, or see that you're a Scentsy consultant, but they should be able to contact you later as well. So being prepared is a big part of it, right? And so Jillian, you're at the gym. So are you branded? Do you have a Scentsy water bottle with you? Are you wearing one of your marathon shirts from Reunion? Because all those little things help. And if you have cards in your wallet or whatever, room spray samples like Jenna said, that's awesome. You can hand those out to people and get people to have your contact info, but you can also say to them, hey, you know what, here's my phone, search yourself, add me on Facebook, because you're at the gym, right? So you don't have cards with you, or you don't have samples, and this can be applied to any situation. So you have your phone. You can say, hey, here's my phone, search yourself, add myself, add me as a friend, and I'll contact you later and I'll get a sample to you because I don't have any on me right now, or I don't have a business card on me right now. And that's almost even better because now you have that person on Facebook and you can contact them at a later date. And you can keep yourself on their mind, if that makes sense. So that's clothing. Now, another way you can brand yourself is with your vehicle. So my vehicle is all decked out with Scentsy vinyls. Again, in saying that, I have to be prepared when I drive that car around for people to ask. I've had people come up. I've been in the McDonald's drive-thru with my sister. Thank God my sister was driving. And some lady who came up beside me knocked on my passenger window and was like, "Do you sell Scentsy? I just moved to town and I need a consultant." So I gave her a catalog and a sample, and I was like, "Oh my God." And I was shocked in that moment. I should have said, "Here, let's step aside. Let me get your order, or let me get your order." Jesus, I'm not working at McDonald's. Let me get your contact information so I can get you a sample at a later date, so we could have made that connection again. But you know, when it happens, I got excited, and now I know for next time how to kind of handle that. But being prepared is a huge part of it. You want to make sure that people can get in contact with you, or you can get in contact with them after the fact. It's great to wear the clothing, but you actually have to do the follow-up part of that as well. But what I wanted to talk about tonight isn't so much wearing clothing and putting decals on your car and making sure you got a Scentsy purse and that kind of stuff, because that's kind of basic. I mean, and if not everybody knows that, don't take that as an insult. I just mean that that's basically level 1 of branding yourself, right? And I feel that we should all be talking about at least level 2, right? And that's creating a brand for yourself. So that's a little bit different than branding yourself. Creating a brand for yourself is deciding who you are as a person and what you want to show to your, social media following. What personality you want to show to them, and what persona maybe is the better word that you want to create for them. So what makes you you? Are you a cat person? Are you a dog person? Do you play softball? Maybe you are the mom with 5 kids, or everybody knows you as that person who works the desk job, or whatever, right? Decide what makes you you, okay? And then what is quirky about you, right? So like, what's the fun little thing? So everybody knows that I'm like an insane dog lover, I'm an animal advocate, and that I love food. Like, no doubt in the world, I love food. I love to cook. I love to watch TV shows. I have an obsession with Gordon Ramsay. Like, people know these things about me because I've shared it through my Facebook and by my little Facebook brand that I've been creating. So the whole point about it is to create relationships on your social media, and to create connections with people. So it's not about selling to people as much as it is creating connections and relationships with people. Make sure that you're commenting on their posts. Make sure that you're replying to them if they comment on your posts. If anybody comments on anything of yours, make sure you reply, because not only will it increase the activity on that post, but it'll also just show people that you're interactive, you're there, you're paying attention, and that you want to talk to them. Make sure you're showing your face. You are your brand. This is my brand. So your face is your brand, and you need to show it. People know I got a honking schnoz, I got my glasses, and my long ass hair, right? So same thing about you. What makes you you? And people want to see that. People want to know, okay, so-and-so has the red hair, and I always see her on my Facebook page with that crazy red hair, right? Or so-and-so has those facial piercings, and that's how I always, that's how they kind of make that connection. You want people to see your face when they think of your name. It's super, super important that you are a person first before you're a consultant. And I think that's a big part of it. Also, you want to think of, who are you targeting? Who is your audience? You want to kind of appeal to them, right? If you know that you have a lot of dog lovers in your following, then you'd share more dog photos or more animal photos or whatever, right? If more news related to that. If you know that you have a large following of people who love the same music as you do, then you do the same thing. You'd share, new music, whatever's breaking news, that kind of stuff. Same. You have friends that are like keeping up with the Kardashians, they like their housewives shows, that kind of stuff, then you'd be sharing those sort of TMZ type deals. You have to know who your target audience is, and you have to know how to appease them. Okay, I think I'm okay. I think it's just the one. Sorry, guys. So you have to know who your target audience is, and you have to know how to reach out to them and appeal to them. So it's the same thing when you think about your, your interaction posts. When you post something, you are not going to post, say, something about, would you rather you know, go mountain climbing, let's say, or go to the jungle or something. If you know that your following is mostly people who like concerts or movies, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'd want to go towards more the concerts and movies, you'll get more responses than you would with like the jungle or mountain climbing or whatever, if you know that your people aren't like travelers or aren't very athletic. Hopefully I'm making sense. Maybe I'm just babbling to myself. I'm not really too sure. But that's kind of my theory on branding yourself, because it's great to wear Scentsy sweaters and stuff, but people also need to know, like, when people talk about you to other people, they have to be like, that Scentsy, you know, Alicia, that Scentsy lady, or, you know, like that, they kind of have to make that connection. So you have to make sure that you are making yourself stick out in people's minds. You have to make sure that you're sharing your face, that you're bright and you're bubbly, and that kind of stuff, so that you stick out in people's minds, because if they're not thinking about you, you're not going to be the forefront of people's minds. People are busy. They're busy, 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 busy. So you want them to look at their Scentsy and be like, oh yeah, I got to contact that Scentsy girl before I forget, right? But you want to be that Scentsy girl that sticks out in their mind so that they know to contact you right away. Who is your audience? What can you offer your audience? So you know that you have hockey moms. On your, you know, you have a whole whack of hockey moms on your Facebook following. Talk about scent packs. Talk about how they get that gross hockey stink out of those bags. Talk about Scentsy Fresh. How you can spray their bags down with Scentsy Fresh before you put them in the car to save your nose. Because listen, my ex used to play hockey and his bag stunk. Stunk something so gross, like nasty ass Doritos. I can't even explain it. It was gross, okay? So you know that it's a problem. So you need to solve that problem for your consumers, for your customers. So if you know you have a big hockey mom following, share the scent packs, share the Scentsy Fresh. If you know that you have a hockey if you know that you have a baseball or a soccer mom on your profile, or a lot of soccer moms, that kind of stuff, share the Scentsy Go and how amazing it is that you can take it with you from place to place, tournament to tournament. It comes with you from the car to the bench, no problems. All of these things, you're solving a problem, right? So it's better for you to solve a problem than sell a product. So solve problems, don't sell products. Hopefully that makes sense. But it's a surefire way to make sure that your customers don't get bored of you. They don't feel kind of spammed by you. And just that they enjoy being on your profile. You want to share your personality. I know a lot of us have animals, have kids. Share those things. Share why they are a part of you and how you enjoy them. And that kind of stuff. If you have, like I said, I talk about kids and dogs because they're the easiest, but you have kids and dogs. Share funny videos of your kids and dogs, or of other kids and dogs that you find on Facebook or whatever. It doesn't always have to be Scentsy. You kind of want it to be 80% personal and 20% business. So share funny things, share thoughtful things. I try and stay away from controversy, but you guys know me. I can't stay away from a good breeding argument. And that kind of stuff, right? You want to stay as positive as possible, always. Does that always work, or does that always happen? No, but try to stay away from complaining about life, you know, the McDonald's drive-through, bills, etc., etc. Like, that's really negative, and really, sometimes it's dirty laundry, and it doesn't need to be said on Facebook, my personal opinion. So try and avoid that kind of stuff. But share your personal life, share your kids, share your family, share whatever makes you happy. You are a brand. Everything that makes you, your personality, should be shared. People should know it. It's hard to get to know people through social media, and that's why I think it's so important for us as consultants to share our life and ourselves out there, because my customers are more than customers, they're friends, right? And I hope that you guys are kind of cultivating the same thing within your businesses, because that's how you keep long-time customers. Excuse me. So that's just something to think about. So tonight's another short one, guys. Like, that's all I really have. About 15 minutes. That's about average. If you have any questions, as usual, add them in the comments. If you have any ideas for next month, add them in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And yeah, anything else I can help with, guys, let me know. Talk to you soon. Don't forget to order your spring, summer catalogs and testers before, because they are still discounted this month. Next month they are not, so only 8 more days to get that. And yeah, if there's anything else I can help with, let me know. Okay guys, have a fantastic night. See ya!